Wednesday, the 15th of February, and this is my yoga practice. Starting off, a short forward fold. Get some space between the vertebrae. Just felt a couple pops in the neck. See how the low back is doing. And that's exactly what this is for, is to get out any pops in the neck or low back to set up the next couple poses. Alright, that is that. So now we'll just go straight to upward facing dog. Is that enough? Maybe. We'll see. So elbows to the top of the rib cage, or the bottom of the rib cage. Not sure what this is called, but hold that for a sec. As the transition into upward facing dog. It always feels like the wrists are a little bit closer together for my upward facing dog. Can't quite see that too much. But they have to be close together for that last pose, that balancing pose. And low back always says go slow, so I go slow. Feel the neck a little more. And relax. Feel the body, feel the breath. Feel the back. Posterior flex on the spine. Maybe pulse those back muscles a little bit. Just feel that. See what that feels like today. Engage my low back muscles, it seems to provide a lot more sensation than I think I'm used to, so that's interesting. But it does feel good, so that's cool. Another 30 seconds. And relax. And wiggle the fingers a little bit on the hands. They can space themselves out. Reach the head and chin up a little more. Maybe feel some stretch on the rest of the back. And that is that. Okay, a couple pops on the knees. There we go, clear that out. Next one starts. Little pose. Fish to wheel. There we go. Couple more pops on the back. Grab the thighs onto the top of the head so there's an arch in the spine. Lift the leg up, which helps increase the arch on the spine. Arms up, palms together, but the fingers are pointing down. Feet back, lift the hips up onto the head. Hands to the earth. Press up in the wheel. Careful. My feet are apparently a little slick today, a little dry. So lift up the balls of the feet so that they heel, so that you've got more pressure on less surface area to prevent the feet from sliding as much. And my hands want to turn out a little bit. There we go. the stretch. Very intense pose. I'm actually feeling it right at the bottom of the floating ribs. Right at the bottom of the rib cage. I've got a lot of sensation today. And relax. And I think that's it for today. Yeah, faster practice today. I got stuff to do, so I'm just doing a short practice. So we'll clear that out. Next up is long forward fold after the short forward fold. Alright, so we just did a wheel pose, and now we're doing a forward fold. So the back was bending backwards, now it's bending forwards. So go very slow, very, very slow. Pay attention to the spine as you start to fold forward. Pay a lot of attention to the spine as you fold forward so that you do go slow enough for the spine to properly get into alignment for the forward fold. There we go. I think I'll stretch out the shoulders today. Left knuckle on top. Always a little surprising at how much effort this takes from the fingers, wrists, and forearm just to keep the hands together on this. At least for me, right? Seems to take quite a bit of physical effort to keep the palms together. So I feel quite a stretch on the shoulders. Extend the upper back a little bit, straighten the legs a little bit, keep your balance, flip the fingers, now right knuckles on top, feel that right side for a little bit, let the body go further down, a minute or so. Balls of the feet together, heels together. My ankles are actually apart, but I normally do that. There's like what, close to a millimeter, about a millimeter space. So I let the ankles just go together, then the balls of feet are too close together. I want the ankles to just barely touch, if at all. And the arms are shot. Not really shot, but they are at a point where they don't want to continue. Alright, so my heel moved, so replace the feet. Alright, get that together. Hands under the feet. Which totally changes the balance. And then straighten the legs and really feel those hamstrings. And that's it for that. All right. Down to the floor. And hip openers. All right. The 15th, left side first. Half lotus with a forward fold. Feel that right hamstring a little bit. And then shin to chest. Foot to chest. Back to the floor. Foot back to the chest. Careful, so you have to even pull up to get the foot to the chest. Alright, shin back to the chest. Careful as the muscle slides over the hip. And that left, I already feel that left hip is not super happy. So we'll see how this goes today. Not sure this is sustainable today. didn't do it yesterday. Didn't have practice yesterday. So the left thigh is all about, wow, what is this? What is going on? But I got in it. I got about a minute 45 seconds left. And somebody joined. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much. And if you haven't seen my practice before, this is what I do more or less every morning, assuming you have time. More often than not, every morning. And I have a timer. I set it for 3 minutes. I pick a pose, and I hold that pose for 3 minutes on both sides, if it is an asymmetric pose. So right now, this is the first side. I've got the left leg. This is working the left leg, the left hip, the left thigh, massive stretch. With the left foot behind the head. And really, it's the shin or ankle that is placed like right where the skull meets the neck. That little ridge right there is where the shin just above the ankle. That's where that part sits. But maybe, can you see my foot? Oh, there it is. Yeah, see, there's the toes right there. It's got the foot behind the head. For the 2 seconds, say hey. No, 20 seconds. 22 seconds. And then try to relax. If you can't do this, then don't do it, right? Find something a little easier to do. Something that is within your capabilities. And that's it for that side. And doing that restricts the blood flow to the thigh. So releasing it, start to feel the blood go back to the thigh. All right, other side. So we've got the left foot, half lotus with a little bit of forward fold. Feel the left hamstring, just a hair. Bring this up, foot to the chest, shin to chest. Take this back. Go back to the foot to the chest. Left hip feels a little tender. Just had that massive stretch, shin to the chest. There we go. Articulate the neck a little bit. And this goes on this side. There we go. And I've got about 2 minutes left. So it took me about a minute to get into the pose. There we go. And I'm just trying to get my back a little bit more comfortably seated on the earth. So yeah, again, the shin, actually it feels like it's a little bit further up on the shin as compared to the left side. The center back of my head is not right at the ankle. So that's interesting. So let's do that. There we go. That feels quite a bit different. Huh. Fascinating. So again, you get the head comfortably placed. Right at the ridge between the skull and the neck. Or you get the leg, yeah, right at the ridge between the skull and the neck. Left hand is wrapped around the right foot to help keep that back as well. So if I don't have the left hand there, I actually have to use a lot of back effort and neck effort to hold this back, hold the right leg back, because my thigh is acting as a giant spring. It's trying to pull the leg forward. And you can't just relax in the pose. You have to use some effort to stay in the pose. But with that, you do try to relax everything that you can relax. So left leg, completely relaxed. Right arm, completely relaxed. Abs, completely relaxed. Try to relax as much as you can. And time is up. Yeah. All right. That's it for that side. Next up is hamstrings. Clear that out. Start the next timer. Left leg is first. Starter hamstring pose is Janu Shirsasana, just hamstring isolation. And feel the relaxation on the pelvis and the spine, as well as feel the hamstring tighten up, tension up. Feel the tension build up on that hamstring. And relax. Look at that, forehead to the earth, very good. And that's the warm up, right? A little 30-second warm up. Then the cool pose, we'll see if we can do it today or how well I can do it today. Get the legs spread out, a little more than 120 looks like today. 120 degrees between the legs. Definitely not 180, right? Legs parallel to each other. And then eventually I get the head to the earth and I get the shoulder inside, the left shoulder inside the left thigh. The top of the left pelvis is a little bit of a limiting factor. Get some extra sensation there, so gotta go slow. And gotta relax. And the pelvis moves in this position a little bit. So the right side of the pelvis comes up off the earth a little bit. Just got the head down. Once I get the head down, I sneak the left hand under the right thigh. Also get that left shoulder down inside the left thigh. And there you go. This pose is really cool. A lot of sensation on the left thigh, a lot of sensation on the right shoulder. And a little bit of sensation on the right side body, like the rib cage. But this side is more open than the left side. The left side I'll feel more in the rib cage when I do the other side. I do feel a massive stretch on the left thigh. And relax. Body, feel the stretch. Come on. And we're done. Look at that. Fantastic. That stretch is really awesome. I really like holding that stretch because it just, I can really feel it on the thigh. Gets a lot of sensation. And it really feels like the body's really opening and stretching, and it feels really cool. And alright, so the right side, my right side is usually a little more open. We shall see. Feel that hamstring stretch. These days I probably just do a Janu Shirsasana, just all by itself. The legs open about the same as on the others, as we did on the other side, which is a little more than 120, but less than 180 degrees apart. Manipulate the spine a little bit, get some pops out of the back. There we go. Reach the right foot with the left hand, and slowly allow the Pelvis to move, the legs to rotate a little bit. Heels more or less stay in the same spot. You can use the heels to slide around a little bit. Head to the earth, right hand under the left thigh. Oh, look at that. Good. As you get the right hand under the left thigh, you have to kind of turn the upper arm a little bit, which rotates the ball inside the socket of the ball and socket joint of the right shoulder. And I had a little pop today, so that's cool. And feel that stretch. And relax. Just feel the body. Ribcage, straighten the spine. Just feel the stretch. Nice massive stretch on the right thigh. My right thigh is a little more open, so the right thigh I don't feel it as much as I was feeling the left thigh on the other side. But I do feel stretch on the left shoulder and the left rib cage. And that is that. All right, 2 more poses and we are done. Cool stuff. Next up is wide splits. It's just that easy, right? You just get up, slide the feet down, and fold over, right? Your mileage may vary as to how far you can go. And relax. I'm trying to hold the legs kind of more towards 180 today. Trying to get the legs parallel towards each other. Looks like that's pretty good, pretty close. And then add a shoulder stretch. So stretching the left shoulder and twisting the right shoulder. For about a minute on each side for the shoulders. There we go. Another 20 seconds or so on the side. Go next side. Manipulate the neck. And right shoulder in place, get the left shoulder in place. My left shoulder, for this pose, right, getting the left hand behind the back, trying to get the fingertips towards the neck. My left shoulder is much more open than my right shoulder, which is interesting, because that's about the only position where the left side of my body is more open than the right side of my body. But interestingly, as I start to relax the left arm, right, the hand's just kind of falling away. so that I can actually start to feel more of the stretch in the shoulder. Actually start to feel a little bit of stretch and sensation on the outside of the left elbow. Whereas I don't feel that on the right hand side because the hand just doesn't get as far up. And that is that. Slowly get that hand back out. Right shoulder fell asleep a little bit, or was starting to fall asleep. And final pose, handstand practice. Yay, handstand. And we'll go through yogi squat to crow to handstand. So from here, yogi squat, get situated on the feet, elbows in the knees, hands together, interlace, re-interlace. There we go. And the joint on my left pointer finger had to rebuild itself or something for some reason. Starting on about Friday, body generally takes about a week to heal. So let's see here. So hands to the earth, about shoulder width apart. Bring the hips up, and then lovingly place the knees or the shins onto the triceps. Look at that, crow pose. And then balance. Again, your mileage may vary. Start to lift the hips up. And spread the legs out. If you can find balance, straighten the arms. And relax. Straighten the arms for less effort. Bend the arms for more control. Use the heel of the hands as well as the fingertips to keep balance. Oh. And that's it for today. All right. So, that's my practice. Had one viewer. You're awesome. Thank you so much. And anyone else viewing this later on, you're awesome too. Thanks so much. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Take care and have fun.